Nominating Howie Hawkins is symbolic end of the Green Party. It's not the end of the Green Party. The Green Party. It's just the status quo of like staying small and not actually, trying to win and get change and get people behind you. It just is this like, oh, it's this sort of token gesture for disenfranchised Democrats or liberals to just vote for, but not actually try to win. Just say, oh, I'm a Green and I'm going to vote Green, but we're not going to sit there on a local level and try to get Greens on our city council, get Greens in our state assembly, get Greens on our school board, get Greens in Congress, in the Senate. We're just going to, oh, yay, Greens. Like in the back of our knowing, well, we're not really going to win, but the Greens, like, that's been my biggest problem with that party. Get Greens on city councils. That should be the Green Party's just focus. And that should be a nationwide mandate. And every local Green Party, that's your number one job. Get Greens on city councils. Get Greens on city councils. Just bang that drum over and over and over and over again. Get Greens on state assemblies. Just keep pounding those two messages. Then take over local governments. Then we'll see some change. We got to get out of this, like, this one president is going to come, we're going to vote in a progressive president, and they're going to swoop in and wave their magic wand and everything's going to change. It has to happen on a local. Look at all of the changes that have been going on since the George Floyd protest started after he was murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department. It's all changes it's all local government changes, right? Local city councils. That's what's going to happen. Like, the people of Portland need to pass a law saying federal troops cannot come into their city at all. Like, no, that's what it's going to take. Look what the Seattle Police Department said. You can't use rubber bullets in tear. You can't do it. You have to you have to take over city councils. You have to do that. Because even look at AOC and the squad. Okay, obviously they're trying, they're doing some good, but they still buckle. They still endorse Joe Biden, who's a rapist with dementia that wrote the 1994 crime bill, who sat as vice president and watched Obama bomb 7 countries and let 6 million foreclosures happen and didn't prosecute one single goddamn banker. That's the Democratic Party. Get rid of this. It's trying to reform the Democratic Party from within. You're still trying, and people that, I hope they win. I hope Jen Perlman wins. I hope Shahid Buttar wins. I hope they win. But at the end of the day, you still want the cool kids to invite you to their party. You're still hoping the Democratic Party it becomes your friend. You still want the cool kids. And the cool kids, we always know, are usually a bunch of rich shitheads. So that's the Democratic Party. You still think that they're going to, you still think Greens and Movement and DSA, I know DSA isn't a political party, but people that are openly socialists, again, look how much Kshama Sawant has done. As an openly socialist member of Seattle City Council, do you understand how she's so scary that Jeff Bezos spent $1.5 million to block her? If she wasn't a threat, they wouldn't spend that money against her. She's more of a threat than AOC because they know AOC will acquiesce. Bernie acquiesced, Tulsi acquiesced. They know the machine will acquiesce them. Kshama Sawant is not going to acquiesce to the Democratic establishment because she's not a Democrat. If Jen Perlman and Shahid Buttar win, which I hope they do, will they buckle? Probably. You really want to affect change? Get away from this diseased, rat-faced, maggot-ridden, corrupt hellhole of a party in the Democrats. The Republicans are horrifying. These two parties, I mean, the Republicans would skull fuck a puppy if they thought they could turn a nickel. Get away from these two parties. God, the Democratic Party, do you think people in the Middle East were going, yay, Obama's bombing, his bombs have rainbow flags on them. Thank you. Get out of these parties. They're so corrupt. They're so horrifying. Even if you're some like, I'm a fiscal conservative Republican, I want small government. The Republican Party is for massive government. They sell you a line of crap every time. It's unbelievable. This lesser of two evils, two-party system, and Americans keep doing this. Keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Keep hitting themselves in the face, and then, oh, I have a headache. And you go, well, maybe you should stop hitting yourself in the face. Shut up, you Kremlin puppet! Lesser of two evils. Imagine if we had only two choices in other areas of our lives in America. I would like to see what Americans, how they would react if they were told you only get two choices of soft drinks. You only get two types of beer to choose. And then Americans would lose their shit and go in the streets. But we're just going to let politics, the most important thing that affects all of our daily lives. Name one aspect of your life that isn't affected by politics. You're watching this show on the internet, right? You look at your internet bill. There's all these federal and local taxes assigned to it. That was politics. That was voted on. There was legislation that was passed. Those were ballot measures, right? Did you drive in your car today? You drove on a street that had a bunch of local, state, and federal laws, money allocated to fund the streets and the stop lines and wherever you drove. You drove on a federal highway, that was politics. You drove on a local road, that was local government. Did your street get cleaned today? Did they pick up trash today? Did the mail show up today? All of those things are funded, and it's done by laws and politics. Politics affects every single aspect of our daily lives. And yet this one thing that affects all these things, that's where we settle for the lesser of two evils. Anybody with kids out there? Anybody watching this show with kids? Okay, guess what? The next time you and your significant other want to have a date night and you have, honey, it's date night, we need a babysitter for the kids. There's only two babysitters to choose from, a pedophile and a meth head. I guess, I don't know, I go meth head. Because at least the kids will have activities and then maybe they'll learn how to get their own face tattoo. It'll be good. That's what I go meth head. Get out of the drunkenness of the two-party system, America. You want to vote for Joe Biden? Great. I hope he wins. I hope Joe Biden wins. I'm not going to vote for him because I can't vote for a rapist. But I hope he wins and Trump's dead. And then is everybody going to go back to brunch? It's brunch time? When Biden wins, ding dong, the witch is dead. Oh, we got rid of Trump. Back to brunch. Is that what we're going to do? Because let me tell you something, President Biden will send federal troops into cities to beat up protesters and shoot at moms. He will, because he said he won't defund the police, because he wrote the 1994 crime bill. He will continue to bomb 7 countries, and he's avidly against Medicare for all. He called it out all throughout the primary. Oh, but we'll get Joe Biden to move to the left. After he gets your vote? Oh, yeah, that's totally what politicians do. After they win, he doesn't give a shit. He'll just say, I beat Trump. Trump bad, bad, Trump, Trump bad. Russia, Russia, Trump, Trump. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Trump doesn't give a shit about you. Joe Biden doesn't give a shit about you. But keep voting for the lesser of two evils. Keep voting for the lesser of two evils. That's why I'm voting for Ted Bundy over Jeffrey Dahmer. Because Ted Bundy, I mean, sure, he raped and tortured and murdered his victims, but he didn't eat him. I mean, he's not a monster like Jeffrey Dahmer was out of it. He's awful. We just need to get just Bundy 2020. Shave your knuckles for justice. Hey, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.